Namaste, I am Dr. Gayatri Iyer. Now I would be saying to you about Hemanta Rutucharya. Now presently Hemanta Rutu is going on. So and so we will be learning about this Hemanta Rutucharya. Actually Hemanta Rutu starts from mid-December. Okay, means according to the Samskrita Masa, it is Marga Shirsha and Pausha. Okay, Marga Shirsha, Pausha is Hemanta Rutu. Magha and Palguna is Shishira Rutu. So this is the early winter. So the winter season is divided into early winter and late winter. Early winter is Hemanta Rutu, whereas late winter is Shishir Rutu. So this in this winter season, the regimen which we have to follow, we are going to discuss about it. So we know how the winter season, it's so cold and everywhere you feel is very much snowy. The early morning it will be like a lot of smoky and very cold. Okay, so this is how the winter season is. In this winter season, what happens is, because of the cold air, the heat of the body goes inside the body. Okay, and it increases the agni, it increases the jఠra agni, that is digestive fire. So in this season you will be having very strong digestive power, and the strength of the people also is very strong in this season. Okay, you would have noticed that many people are feeling very good in this season, in winter season. Okay, normally, and so you will be having a strong digestive power. So in the early morning itself you will feel very hungry, and you are not supposed to ignore your hunger. Generally hunger is a natural call in the body. Any natural urges should not be ignored. Likewise, in the season especially, you will feel hungry in the early morning itself. So in this season you are not supposed to ignore your hunger, and so you have to take all good nutritive food in the season. Okay, in other season many foods are contraindicated. So in this season you can take any kind of any good food, nutritious food you can take. So this season is mainly for brahmana. Brahmana means for nourishment of the body. Okay, if you nourish your body very well in this season, you can withstand yourself in all the other seasons also. So it is very important to nourish your body in this season. So what acharyas have said is dehoshmano vishante antaha. Okay, so shite shita hanila hadaha. So the ushna goes inside your body and you have a very strong hunger, very strong digestive power. So you have to take the all the you have to take three kind of rasas, that is madura, amla, lavana, more in this season. That is madura is sweet, amla is sour, and lavana is salt. So these three tastes predominantly you can take in this season. And also you can take snigdha bhojanam. Snigdha bhojanam means unctuous, that which has lot of ghee and oil. Okay, you can take such foods in the season. So, and let us see what are all more nutritious. If we remember nutritious food, we remember masha. Masha means urad dal, that means black gram. In Tamil we say ulundu. So this masha is said to be very nutritious. Okay, you can make different recipes out of this masha and take in this season. Like vada and idli, all those things you can take in this season. And masha kali also they make, ulandu kali. Okay, those things you can take in the season. Okay, you can make different sweet recipes out of masha and take. So we remember we take masha in this season. And also tila. Okay, til is sesame seeds. Sesame seeds is very nutritious. Okay, it is very nutritious, and it should be taken in this season. You can take it in different ways. You can make laddu, and in Sankranti comes now, so we make tilka laddu and all. It's all the see means in every time there are some festivals, and whatever foods traditionally we make for this festival is really suitable for that season. Okay, recently we had Trivadara Kali, rice and jaggery made out of rice powder and jaggery. It is very nutritious. Okay, and always you take pishtottam. Okay, what is pishta means which is flour. Okay, instead of taking the grains directly, if you take it in as a flour, okay, if you take some recipes made out of flour, means instead of rice you can use rice flour, and instead of wheat you can use wheat flour. Okay, like chapatis and all. It is very nutritious. Annat Ashtagunam Pishtam. Okay, more than Anna. Okay, if you make it powder, and if you take it, it is 8 times more nutritious. It becomes very fine and easily absorbable in the body, and it becomes even heavier. Okay, it becomes heavier to digest, and so it is more nutritious in this season. So you can make different recipes made out of flour. Okay, flour means maida is not advised. Normally we say wheat flour or rice flour or flour of any other grains. Okay, you can take it in the season. So you can take masha. So we know that masha, that is urad dal, is very nutritious, and anything made out of flour. And also kshira vikriti, different kind of milk products. We all like milk sweets, peda, palgova, all those things. Paneer is there. So many milk products which are very heavy to digest is advised in this season. Okay, normally such heavy things we say don't take. Okay, but in the season, since your Agni is very strong, you can take all the milk products. You can enjoy milk sweets in this season. So kshira vikriti is advised, and also ikshu vikriti. Ikshu means sugarcane and its products. They're all sweet in taste. Okay, in this season, means in this Makara Sankranti, they make lot of statues out of sugar, and then they do as prasadam and they are giving. So it is all very good for in the season. Normally sugar, don't take sugar they will say, but in this season, in this time, we are supposed to take those sugar. Okay, a lot of sugar, jaggery and all those things. So this kshira masha vikriti, kshira vikriti, ikshu vikriti, all these things you can take. And you can also take some badam, pista, all the dry fruits and nuts. Normally for people who wants to increase their weight, we advise dry fruits and nuts to be soaked in water and taken. Okay, so you have to soak dry fruits and nuts is very good. Okay, it will be very enjoyable. Badam, anjeer, pista, and then dates, and then grapes, all those things you can soak and then you can take. Okay, so all these things which are going to nourish your body is very good in this season. You can also see, like drumstick is very nutritious. Drumstick is said to be very good in this season, and you can enjoy all the other seasonal vegetables and fruits also. Oranges, you can see a lot of oranges now. They're all very good, rich in vitamin C. And amla also is going to come soon. So amla is also very nutritious. Nowadays throughout the year also you're getting amla. So you can take amla, which is very nutritious. And then green gram, it is green gram mudgam patyanam. It is suitable for all the seasons, and in this season also green gram is advised. So what we have to remember is this season is basically cold and dry. Okay, so if we are taking something opposite to it, hot and oily, okay, such things, hot and unctuous food will be suitable for this season. Okay, so vata vriddhi may happen, and especially Agni is so strong, if you ignore your hunger, it will eat away your tissues also. Okay, so you should not ignore, and then it will result in vata vriddhi, increase of vata in your body and different joint pains and all those things. So you are not supposed to ignore your hunger, and you take all these nutritious food. Brahmanani annapanani yojaye tasya yuktaye. Okay, and so this is the main thing. And then mamsa is also advised. Mamsam brahmananam. Okay, among the nutritious food, mamsam, it is meat is said to be very important. So you can take different kinds of meat, and especially anupa mamsa, that which lives in water. Okay, people are fond of fish, and this mamsa and all is very good in this season. You can take mamsa rasa and all those things you can take, and then you can even take vasa means fat, animal fat, and different oil. Sesame oil should be used in cooking. Okay, and sesame seeds and masha we already saw. So these are all the things which you have to take. And what about the lifestyle? You should do good exercise, not just eating. You have to do exercise. Okay, those who are doing yoga, you can do more Surya Namaskara, because it's going to bring heat in your body. Okay, so Surya Namaskara is very much advised in this season. And you do different yogasanas, different exercises. You can really utilize your gym. If you are already a member in gym, don't skip going there. Please do go to gym and do exercises. Exercises are very important in this season. Okay, and then you have to take abhyanga. Okay, oil massage, because dryness is more, and so we should not skip taking our oil massage. So with using sesame oil or any other suitable oil which is ushna virya. Okay, and also brahmana. Okay, like ashwagandhadi tailam, balashwagandhadi tailam, something like that, which is more nourishing and also hot in potency. Such oil massage you have to take. Olive oil is also good, but it's good for people who have olives in their country. Okay, so you can use, because olive oil is also ushna virya. For us, sesame oil is the best. So you can take abhyanga. Okay, while taking abhyanga, they are saying to take pada abhyanga. Because in pada abhyanga, while they do massage with feet, foot massage, one technique is there. In Kerala, it is practiced even now. They do massage not with hands, with foot. Okay, because in that you will have lot of pressure. Okay, it will be more comfortable and more pleasurable. So foot massage is advised in this season, and also wrestling with each other. Okay, it's all very much good in this season. Okay, so all these things you have to add it in your lifestyle. And then we have to use hot water for cleaning and drinking. As far as possible, we should take hot water only in this season. Okay, and then what kind of dresses you have to wear? We all know in winter season we should wear woolen cloths. Okay, which will protect us, which for the head, and for body also we should use woolen cloths only. And we have to stay in underground buildings. Okay, underground buildings are more safe for you to prevent yourself from the strong winter, strong air, and all those things. Okay, and then for sleeping also, in the night time you can sleep covering yourself with blanket, which will protect you, which is not very thick. Okay, it should not be thick, but it should protect you from the cold air. Okay, such a woolen light woolen blanket you can use. Okay, so you can such things you can use. And then you can anoint your body with agaru they are saying. Okay, in Ashtanga Sangraha it is said. And then you have to do dhupana, means like sambrani, and all, like a lot of smoke, auspicious. Putting smoke is very auspicious, you know. They make it, smoke means you have to burn the charcoal and then put some fragrant things in that, like sambrani, kungaliyam, and all those things they put. So this dhupanam will give heat in the room, and also it give good smell, and it wards off all the negative energy, and also even the krimis, okay, the germs, everything is gone from the house. So every day evening and morning we are supposed to do dhupana at our home, okay, dhupana we have to do. And what about sex? You can have sex liberally in this season, okay, and hugging your spouses will prevent you from very strong cold, okay. So this is the lifestyle which is advised in this season. So if we follow everything properly, and in next season is shishir rutu, that is from starting from mid January, mid February, okay, mid February to mid April, that is shishir rutu, that is late winter. In this season we should follow all the foods, all these foods and lifestyle even more in an intensive way, so to prevent yourself from the cold. If we follow all these rutucharya, we will be the prevented from the doshas which are aggravating in that particular rutu. So we should all know this, and we have to follow this rutucharya. And what you should not do is, you are not supposed to sleep in the daytime at all, okay. You are not supposed to sleep in the daytime, and you should eat properly, take nourishment, and all those things, okay. Thank you for patient listening. Thank you very much.